Why Stone Real Estate? Well, I was driving through Manly one day and I saw a few of these signboards and never heard of Stone before. Upon that, looking at it, they looked pretty cool, the sleek design. So I went back, got back home and looked it up and saw it was Stone and had to play around with the website and mate, called Luke Cameron, and from there the rest is pretty much history. And a few of those contributing factors was when I jumped onto Stone's website and I'd seen a few actual testimonial videos from some of the principals, getting a real in-depth of what Stone had to offer. That was one of the biggest things that probably prompted me to reach out. Yeah, never owning a business before, my brother and I were quite nervous about taking the step into it. But after the support, the marketing and everything they had to offer on hand, we felt comfortable, and being able to take that leap into doing it, and as I said, never owning it, we jumped straight into it, and it just turned out for the best. So what motivates Adam and I to succeed in the real estate industry, and especially at Stone in our core market area, there's a few factors, and I'd say obviously becoming number one is always one of the biggest things, but to succeed and provide for our families and have a big network and show what we can actually do and achieve out there is probably one of the biggest things that drives us forward. So what advice I'd share for starting your own business is a market plan, and more or less a business plan. And at Stone, they come through it and they actually have a business plan. They sit down with you. We go over weekly/monthly to make sure that you're on track and your business is on track. And my brother and I find that support, starting our own business, had never done it before, and then having a business plan just to follow and stick to the plan has been probably one of the biggest attributes that we've had to be able to help us get to where we've gotten to today. So with the benefit of hindsight, it's a tough one. I don't know if we would have done anything differently in all honesty, because everything that we've done has been a calculated move, sticking to our business plan and watching what we've come from to where we have grown to now, from 2 to 20 employees. It feels like everything has kind of taken its shift and gone the way it should have gone. So my previous experience with real estate and comparing to where I've been and to Stone where I am now, by far has to be the culture, the team around it, and as I've said before, that support. It's just something that makes you want to do better about yourself. And my brother and I, whenever we need anything, we've come back, we've reached out to head office, they get back to you within minutes, and it's one of those things that you really need to help you to drive a successful business. Stone has some great offerings. Just like we've just come from a business plan meeting where myself and a few other principals have sat down, we've gone through goals, we've set them, we've seen what our market shares are, and we've shared ideas of what can really help us help them, and vice versa, in creating something dynamic in our own core areas, but to make sure we're all looking after each other and driving our market share towards where we need it to be. So never having done recruitment before and having Gina by our side and helping every step of the way has just been unbelievable. From the first phone call for the first meeting, Gina helped set the agenda and what we needed to run through to help onboard people, but to show them what we've got to offer, what their other companies can't. And it's been phenomenal. The entire time that we've been working with her has really proven and gotten some great results. So yeah, we've been working tirelessly for the last 4 years to build a strong team in the Hornsby Shire. That includes from local newspaper ads to social media boosts. And what we've found is the more people out there and agents that are actually seeing it and seeing what we're doing, we're finding that we're able to resonate with them a bit more and connect on a level that they're interested in coming to join the team that we are and join our culture to move forward from there. Yeah, since opening the doors in the Hornsby Shire, obviously my brother and I started with 0% market share, and one of the huge things that we're so proud of that we're continuing to grow is we've now built up a core market share of 25% in most of our BDA areas, which is a phenomenal thing to be able to do with the support that we've had to get to that level. From 0 to 4 years of a brand that no one had heard of in our area is one of our biggest milestones yet, and we're really proud of that too. Since opening the doors, we've actually, well, I should say after the first year, we've won Agency of the Year in 4 of our suburbs 3 times in a row now, and we're aiming for a 4th this year. So we've also come to the table bringing in the local business awards too, which we've been voted finalist again this year as well. So we're a proud and local community, and to give back to them, we've had fundraisers for the women's shelter. We've sponsored the PCYC. We sponsor the Hornsby Heights Softball Club as well. And we like to make sure that what comes through to us also goes back to them as well. One of the most surprising things after joining Stone was still up to this day, the interaction with Peter Malouf and the training sessions. We schedule every once a month, we have a training session with him, and some of the dialogues and things that he comes up with are just unbelievable. But the most important thing is having a 24/7 full-time trainer called The Shed on our system, which is just unbelievable. Anything you can think of or anything you need, from dialogue to recruitment to training, just to even the admin side of things, is all there for you. So one of those things as well with Peter Malouf, that not just the back-end training that he does for you, but he really gets in depth and will help you with every single sales agent, the problems they may be facing. He'll reach out to them. He'll help in a sense that you just don't find anywhere else. And it's that touch point that an agent has to the head office is one of the best things that makes them feel comfortable, but also helps that culture of the whole Stone network work together and move forward. So as a principal, The Shed is almost like your 24/7 onboarding coach. If they're doing it before hours, in hours, or at home after they've had dinner, it's one of the tools that will get them to where they need to in their own time as well.